We all know someone who carries an invisible crown. They walk into a room acting as if they are the protagonist, and everyone else is just a supporting character in their play. They talk down to you, dismiss your ideas with a smirk, and subtly imply that their time, their status, or their intelligence is inherently superior to yours. Our natural instinct in these moments is often to react, to get angry, to defend ourselves, or even worse, to feel a sudden, crushing sense of smallness in their presence. But the moment you react emotionally, you have already lost the battle for psychological territory. You have given them exactly what they crave, a confirmation of their perceived power, and the satisfaction of knowing they can disturb your inner peace. The secret to handling people who think they are better than you is not in proving them wrong. It is in making their opinion of themselves entirely irrelevant to your reality. Arrogance is almost always a mask for deep-seated insecurity. A person who is truly superior, truly confident, and truly at peace with their value does not need to broadcast it or step on others to feel tall. They are comfortable in their silence. Therefore, when someone tries to overshadow you, the most powerful tool you have is strategic indifference. When they brag, don't act impressed. When they try to belittle you with a condescending comment, don't get defensive. Instead, look at them with a calm, bored curiosity. Treat their arrogance like a minor technical glitch in a machine, unimportant and slightly annoying, but not worth your anger or even your attention. To understand why people act this way, we must look at the hierarchy of the ego. For the arrogant person, life is a zero-sum game. For them to feel up, someone else must be down. They are constantly scanning their environment for social cues to validate their position. When you encounter such a person, your greatest weapon is to refuse to play their game. If you don't acknowledge the hierarchy they are trying to build, the hierarchy ceases to exist for you. Your silence becomes a mirror that reflects their own emptiness back at them. If they can't get a reaction out of you, their power evaporates instantly. Remember, people can only look down on you if you are kneeling. Stand tall, not in a way that challenges them, but in a way that suggests you are living in a completely different world, a world where their self-proclaimed status has no currency. Think about the ocean. It doesn't roar to prove its depth, it simply is. The person trying to act superior is like a shallow stream, making a lot of noise over small rocks. When you remain calm, you occupy the high ground of the situation. This is what Stoic philosophers called apatheia, not a lack of feeling, but a state of mind where you are not disturbed by the irrational behavior of others. When someone acts superior, they are essentially projecting their internal chaos onto you. If you catch that ball, you become part of the chaos. If you let it drop, it remains theirs. In professional settings, this manifests as subtle undermining or the expert trap. They will try to use jargon or name drop to make you feel excluded. The counter move here is simple radical clarity and calm questioning. When they try to talk over you, wait for them to finish. Pause for 3 seconds of silence that feels like an eternity to them, and then continue as if they hadn't interrupted. This power pause signals that you are the one in control of the pace of the conversation. You don't need to shout to be heard, and you don't need to win an argument to be right. The highest form of superiority is being so grounded in your own value that you no longer feel the need to compare yourself to anyone else. Imagine their arrogance as a costume. Once you see the strings and the cheap fabric of their insecurity, you can no longer be intimidated by the character they are playing. It becomes almost humorous. You can smile, not a mocking smile, but a gentle, knowing one. This smile is the ultimate ego killer because it suggests you know something they don't. You know that their status is an illusion? When you stop fearing their judgment, you take away their only weapon. You are no longer a target, you are a spectator of their pathetic performance. We must also address the internal dialogue. When someone treats you as inferior, your brain might whisper, "What if they're right?" This is the empathy trap we discussed before. You are empathizing with their low opinion of you. You must cut that line immediately. Your value is an objective fact, not a subject for public debate. You do not need a permit from an arrogant person to exist or to be successful. Let them keep their invisible crown and their fragile throne. You keep your peace, your focus, and your dignity. In the end, the person who remains unshakable is the one who truly commands the room. That is how you win, not by climbing their ladder, but by walking away from it entirely.